think is probably accurate, that my arguments are not working politically. Well, we have a duty as members of the United States Congress not to just do what works politically, but what works right for the people of this country and what works for our government and for our people. And part of what we're supposed to be doing is telling the truth, not, as Bob Corker has said, not being the greatest untruth that's ever been at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. Bob Corker spoke much truth today about what's happening to our country, the debasing of our country, the fact that people no longer have faith in our country. This tax reform bill that the President says we should stay here till Thanksgiving, or particularly he first said Christmas, is a massive, massive, massive giveaway to the most wealthy people in this country. And it's being sold to the middle class, people who voted for Donald Trump, as a tax cut for them. It's not a tax cut for them. It's tip change. It's tip change to them, and it's not even good tip change at like the fine five-star restaurants in New York. It's tip change at Nathan's. It's nothing. The inheritance tax will take $19 billion from our government. $19 billion. That's after we've basically stripped it away over the years from being a tax on people earning over $1.2 million to where now it's a tax on only married couples earning $11 million a year and more. 0.2% of the economy. They put that in there and they won't take it out. They've talked about, all right, they drew up their bill and gave the upper income classes a big, big tax cut. They said, well, maybe we'll put in, I think Mr. Ryan said, and maybe the White House, but then Mr. Mulvaney said, no, it wasn't the White House that did it, it's all the House, that there might be an additional level for the ultra-wealthy so they don't have to pay get quite as much of a tax break. They may do that, and they may come back on state and local government taxes, but they won't come back on the inheritance tax, because that's what this is about. It's a big gift to the multi-billionaires to give them and their generational heirs a tremendous $1 billion, hundreds of millions of dollars gift, Christmas gift. We should stay up here for Christmas to wrap the bow. Hanukkah, 8 days. Let's give them $1 billion this day, next day $200 million, the next day $3 billion. It's a big gift to the wealthy, and that's what this bill is too. This is a gift to corporate America to rip off American workers. What this country has seen, health care, it's taken health care from people who need it. And why? Because originally to give tax breaks to the rich again, to take off the tax on interest income from stock investments. There was an additional little tax, 2.2%, that was put on capital gains to help pay for the Affordable Care Act. That was what the Republicans took off to benefit their bill to try to take away health care, was really to give these tax breaks back to the wealthy, which obviously didn't hurt the stock market because now it's at 23 and change. But nevertheless, this country, this Congress is supposed to tell the truth and do what's best for the government, not supposed to win the political argument. Yes, Mr. Chair, you're right. Politically, we're not necessarily winning. We'll win in 2018, and some of y'all won't be back. And some of y'all are my friends, and I'll miss you. But you vote wrong, you don't vote for the American people, you don't vote for the middle class, you don't vote for the future of this country, you vote for subterfuges to keep power, and that needs to stop. I yield back the balance. The gentleman yield. The Justice Committee, along with Mr. Gowdy, asking for the Justice Department Committee to look into Hillary Clinton and all the stuff that happened with Hillary Clinton and the FBI. Hillary Clinton lost the election. Flat news bulletin, breaking news. Hillary Clinton lost the election. Donald Trump won. Investigate the winner.
Question. For what purpose does the gentleman wish to